Hi guys, I am finally back. Didn't go anywhere, I just haven't recorded. I am here to do tonight, it is like 9:30 at night, the hashtag accordion collaboration, and this is hosted by Amy at the Crafty Cat. My granddaughter used my lights and everything is kind of wonky. Amy at the Crafty Cat, and it is an open collaboration. Anyone can join. The ones that I know that are doing it on YouTube are Carol Laws, Amy, of course, Crafty Cat 7212, Carol Laws at Carol Laws, Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals, myself, and Nancy Piter. And so I have not been very active with this collab. I've been trying to push my eBay, getting stuff listed and thrifting, and I babysat yesterday. It's not really babysitting, she's 9. But she was here all day, and I still worked yesterday, and I was busy all weekend. My son was home, and there are 7,000 excuses. I'm going to see if my glue's working, and I'm going to get to it. Oh, please don't be cloggy and dumb. Okay. So I kind of have a little bit of a plan. I forgot when I put these on there that I can't tear them, so I'm not tearing, and that's okay. I don't feel like I have to tear. But what I think I'm going to do is make a, I've made tons of these before, and I always put signatures in there, or in any of them, you know. So I think on the back side here, where I haven't really, this is just holding place. This is the back. On this side, I think I'm going to put a signature. So, gosh, I did more than I thought. I want it in the front. We'll put it here. I'm going to put one together. But I have this piece of, I don't know what this is. I think, adjustable book jacket cover. I don't, it's something I thrifted, obviously. So on this side, I'm going to, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover it with some of Amy's paper for the inside. And I was looking before I started, and it just happens to fit beautifully. I'm going to leave a little bit of the brown to show, the brown paper. And go like this. We're going to go like this. I just saw, gosh, I'm jumping into everything. I'm not even asking, how is everybody? What did you do this weekend? What did I do? My son came home Friday night. My granddaughter, one granddaughter came and stayed overnight Friday night, and then she had to leave Saturday. She wanted to spend the whole weekend, but she had 4-H, and they got together and made scarecrows, her 4-H club, and they decorated the town. I think the park, I don't know where they put them. They put them around the town. She's not in my town. She's about 15 miles away. So they did that Saturday. So she had to go home. Her dad came to get her to take her to that. And then they went, the family, they went to the pumpkin patch on, I don't know what day, Sunday. We have great big pumpkin patches around here with rides and big piles of loose corn. The little kids can sit in it and play with it. And they got just all kinds of stuff to do. It's pretty crazy. But she didn't want to go. Her mom, stepmom, my son's wife, she messaged me and said, Daddy doesn't want to go. I said, well, it's kind of hard when they get a little too old to do these things that fit her little brother and sister. I said, she's very smart. I said, she probably would rather go to the science center. And she goes, you're right. The last time they took her, there was a dinosaur exhibition. And they ended up going to the pumpkin patch anyway. She took another cousin. She took the 9-year-old that just did the video here on, what was it? Columbus Day, Monday, yesterday. They didn't have school, and I messaged her mom, and I said, I'm going to go get her and let her come and spend the day with me. And she ended up wanting to make a video. She decorated a dollar store pumpkin. She was in my She was in my drawers here. And I said, oh, this has got glitter on it. Oh, this is from her. I don't want that up here. I said, you can do anything but get into my appliques from, bought a wedding dress and I disassembled it for the appliques. And I've used them on a lot of journals, but I said, you cannot use those. There's not very many left. But she had fun. I just let her go. She said, can I make a video? And so I set the camera up for her and went in the other room, shut the door to my craft room. And I was in the kitchen. She wanted French fries. So I was busy doing that. Okay, so here we've got this with the words. And I tore some little pieces of paper. I think I want it this way. I don't know. Maybe I want it this way. Let's see. No, because it's got a pattern there. If I stick it in here, I like that. So we'll do this. And we'll put this in there. And there's a paper bag. I need to ugly this up. So hope everybody's well. I'm doing good. Sunday I went to a warehouse. There's a couple here that, and her mom's with her. They buy pallets and they have a store, like a storefront store, pallet store. And I've bought a lot from her. I buy a lot from her. She's only open like 3 days a week. One of them's only like from 5 to 7, like on Thursday night. And look at the difference. So she got in a couple semi-loads. They don't just go buy a pallet for $1,000 or $500. They're into buying semi-loads now. And it's generally Target. She does Target hauls. So Sunday they'd advertised ahead they were having a warehouse sale on toys. And whatever the MSRP, whatever it's called, manufacturer's price is, it's half of that. And the stuff's good. They don't have anything. It's all in packages. And they had, you know how when you go to buy pumpkins like at Walmart or at your grocery store and they have those great big huge cardboard boxes. They're huge on a pallet and they're full. She had those all the way down the center of their warehouse and all the way around. There was like 3 rows of toys. And like there were 2 bins of them that were nothing but Paw Patrol. And one was full of baby dolls, and they were just like Funko Pops, if you know what those are. And it was just like unbelievable what she had. And she had other things besides toys. I bought a $30 Paw Patrol tower. It's 3.5 feet tall, and it's got the figurine with it. And I really don't know what it does, but my 3-year-old grandson loves Paw Patrol, so I got that for him for Christmas. And then I got 2 of those Sterilite. They're, those units that they have like the 3 drawers. They're plastic. They had those for $14. I bought 2 of those for my garage from my eBay store or area. I shouldn't call it a store, but it's where I do my listings. I've got this little saying. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opened his pack. I've got that. I've got this card. I thought I'd do a flip out with it because it does match her papers and the themes I'm doing. So should I sew this in now? I'm going to sew this in now. I've got to jump up and get a needle and thread. Okay, hope I'm recording again. I'm just going to use these few pieces of paper in this bag. And I'm going to stitch it in right here. I'm not going to get too particular. So, yeah, I got the two sets of drawers, and I bought a kitchen island off of Wayfair, and my 2 oldest sons came and put it together. It's in the garage. I have my garage where my car is, but there's an addition on it in the back This is not going to pull through very easy. And it's all set up with shelving and everything. And I bought a kitchen island, and it's sitting on a rug in the middle for a workspace. It lifts up like a counter. It lifts up, you know, like for bar stools going under it. And I'm gonna poke my holes real quick. And so I have it up. I have them up, the islandy side, where the bar stools would go under. But I put those 2 drawers underneath that. It works out. It looks neat. It actually is really neat. I'm pretty happy with it. So, and on top of those, I put my big rolls of bubble wrap, the small bubble wrap and the larger. And so they're kind of underneath. It just came together really good. I'm going to get a wall put on there because where my car is, and then this room, it's like a big open archway, it's like big and open. So I would like to have a wall put there with a door, so I can put a heater in there. It is insulated, fully insulated. Oh my gosh, come on. I have not put a signature together in forever. I haven't actually made a journal in a long time. Like a journal, like a big journal. I've made little ones. I feel like I got to the burnout stage. I've decided it's okay to have feelings. You just kind of got to step back. I watched Carol Laws tonight. She's getting a new puppy. I watched a couple of her videos. It went from one end to the other, and I was glad to hear that she's getting a new puppy. My son, my oldest son, has a dog named Buddy, and he loves that damn dog. He loves it, and I dread the day something happens to that dog. It's a Australian Shepherd, and he goes everywhere with him. And then they have a second one that my grandson bought with his own money. He wanted one, and it was a good deal. They were going to get the mother. It was an oopsie-daisy pregnancy, and she sold the litter for like almost half price. It's a friend of ours, all our family. It was just, they didn't want to put her through it, but she was. I mean, she's young. It's her 3rd litter. So they had her spayed and everything after that, but my grandson went and got one of them quick. They're gorgeous dogs. They're so beautiful. And it's got the curly hair on its back. Oh, I just love them. Anyway, they've got 2 Australian Shepherds, but my son's is an old boy. It's inevitable. Anyway, I think I'll leave. I might put some beads on this. Well, it's too late. Too late. We'll just snip it. Snip it. Give it a little snip. Okay, so got that. Now I think I'm going to do a flip out. This is the front. I got to keep reminding myself where we're at with this. I think it would be fun. This has got blue and this has got blue. That would work. So if I take it like this, cut this off and glue it to this, I'm gonna make this manageable quick. Save those words. So if this gets glued on here for a flip out, I think I can trim. I'm going to trim right along this, right below it, and see where it gets us. I watched a couple of Mitzi's videos today. I got it. Tomorrow is, I'm going to watch Nancy and Crafty Cat. Today was Carol Laws and Mitzi. I didn't get any commenting done because I was in the chair on my phone listing on eBay at the same time. I had them playing. I came out here and took pictures, and then I have like 10 items and at least 10 pictures of each item. And then I just went in there and sat and did the upload. I think this might not fit. It's not. We're going to have to shorten it, which is fine. It's fine, fine, fine. I'm going to have to just have it be this picture. I kind of wanted that gold, dang it. Yes, that'll work. Okay, I'm still going to cut this down. I don't need that much. All right, so this will glue here. Actually, okay, I don't like that. That side's dang near done. Okay, let's do it this way. I want the Santa to show like this. Okay, he's going to go here. So we're going to get him glued down. Oops, she didn't get my lid on very good. See? So my granddaughter's video, I made it, I set it to unlisted, and you can only share with a link. So I did that, sent the link to her mom, their family friend, my friend Lisa, and Lisa's daughter, Haley. And then I watched it. I sent the link so that they could watch it. And then I watched it today, and I went ahead and made it public. I might have done that last night. I can't recall. Because I wanted to make sure she didn't say anything, private about her, like her name or where she lived or anything like that. I wanted to make sure that, because she's a little girl. Plus, it's on my channel, and I don't actually want that out there. But to protect her. So anyway, I watched it, and it was all good. So I made it public, my granddaughter's video. I talk in circles. Did you notice that? It drives my family crazy. What are you talking about? They'll go, and I go, I'm like, I'm sorry. This would be cute on here. I think I'll kind of. Do that. So what else? Let's see. What else? I feel like it was a long weekend. What did my son do? He came Friday night. He gets off work at 5. He has to go home, get his stuff, drive from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to here. It takes about 2.5 hours, I think, something like that. And he went ahead and came Friday night. Sometimes he waits till Saturday morning. And I still haven't bought any of these. Isn't that disgusting? I know I have some, I just haven't looked. And so he slept until, he's been in Seattle, he had been, and he said he was all screwed up. He said, I can't believe, he said, what that does to travel. He's traveled a lot, but it's been a while. They did not go into Seattle. Thank God. I guess it's not good up there, but they were quite a ways away. That'll be cute glued on there. We're going to do that. They did go to the ocean. It was the actual ocean. And he brought home something like $7 silver. Well, he gave one to his friend where they went and one to her daughter. No, a friend in Sioux Falls, they gave one to her daughter. She's 8. So he gave one to the 8-year-old, one to that friend in Sioux Falls, one to the friend in Seattle, gave one to me, and one to my granddaughter that was here when he came Friday night, because she was here staying overnight. And he said, do you want one of these? And she did. That's cute. Is that not cute? That turned out cute. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Now I'll put some blue across from it. I like this blue. So this is from Amy's kit. It's called Rustic Christmas. It's one of her new kits. She's probably got more. I haven't been very good about paying attention to stuff lately. Call me a terrible friend if you want. I think I'm gonna do this actually. Here I go, folding and tearing. So I've got all my Avon Cape Cod, that ruby red. I've got it all out of my bedroom. It was taking up an entire shelf in my closet, like a 4-foot shelf. And the new that I added to it. I've got that all out on my kitchen island. I cannot use my kitchen island. It is covered. I like that at the top. No, I like that at the bottom. No, top, no bottom, no top. Good Lord. I better make sure it fits. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to sell it in a lot. There was a lot of it that sold, a lot as in L-O-T, not a lot. It brought $800 and some, but I think it was 70 pieces. But it depends on the pieces. Guys, there was a 2-tier tray that had a metal down between the two, you know, and it came up and it had like a loopy handle on it. Like you would, like a 2-tier tray for like bonbons, candies, Christmas candies, whatever. I had it and I took it out to the holding table at this last estate sale, and it would have been $2.50. Halfway home, I probably already told this story. I said to Lisa, I forgot that at the holding table because I had a big bag and a box sitting there of stuff. And I remembered I forgot it, and we were almost home. She said if we were closer, I'd take you back to get it, but she needed to get back to Blair, Nebraska. And I looked it up. It was worth over $100. It's a, you know, like an extra piece. It's not like there's a million goblets out there probably. But it was probably an expensive piece at the time. You know, if you're going to spend money with your Avon lady, you probably wouldn't have bought that. You maybe would have, you know, over time got a set of goblets or something. I was sick, but I wasn't sick enough to get in the car and drive back over, or even call her and ask her, would you please send one of your workers out there? It's on the ground under the holding table. Oh, I was just sick, absolutely sick. Anyway, I've got it all out. I have to decide how I'm going to sell it. I did buy the pitcher, like the water pitcher, and I got it for $250, which I shared this all in a video. I've got it sitting over here on a little antique sewing machine that's turned into a table. I've got it sitting there with 4 goblets. No, water glasses, the big, however many ounce water glasses. Okay, there's that and that. I wonder if I should put something down this. What could it be? What could it be? It could be a stripe. Yes, let's do that. I feel like it actually should be a piece of lace. We'll cut this first. And I'll just follow this stripe right up. I have to see what Corky at Plum Creek Booksmith is at too. Nancy and Crafty Cat, and that is not very good. What did you do, Linda? Oh gosh, I need to see what she's got on her Etsy. I said that the other day because I think she's got, well, she's probably sold it all by now. You know what? I kind of just want lace on there. don't want to cut into my new stuff. Oh my. Oh my. Good God. I wish this was... Nope. It's not that kind of a journal. This might work. Dolly said, Dolly, you went to a place and saw some ruby red glass. Oh, man. I won't pay up for it, but I did pay up for some glasses, guys. Oh, my God. They're listed already. It's called Blenco, and it's from the 50s. And I bought them. So Sunday, I took my grandsons thrifting. They came over. And they're 17, and 14. And I took them thrifting. They came over to have lunch with me. And then I said, you guys want to go thrifting? I might have told this story already. No, I didn't. I made a video and I dumped it because I didn't like what I made. It's not terrible. It was a terrible looking pumpkin. Anyway, I took them thrifting. They got a bunch of shirts, hoodies. What else? I got a bunch of glassware, but these Blenco glasses, they're frosted and they're from the 50s. They're highball glasses, a 10 ounce, I think. They're frosted, so they've got like a rough finish, and they start out like a corally, orangey, peachy color. And then by the time they get to the top, there's no color. I got 2 of the pink, 2 of the blue, and 2 of the green, maybe. I can't remember how the colors are. And I paid $4.50 a piece. Oh, I didn't know they were that high. I forgot to look. I was so excited when I saw them. So I spent $27 on 6 glasses. But I listed them at like $41, I believe. I'm not going to make any money on them. And I don't want to keep them because I just don't want to keep them. I think that's it, guys, for now. I've got a little signature in here. I could work on that. Got all these cute things of Amy's. I've got this Merry Christmas. I don't like this ribbon, obviously. It's not my thing. This would be cute somehow. You know what I could do? I could stencil that. Maybe that would be my 50-step challenge. I'll wait on that. Let's see. Okay, so this needs inked, and then I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. Oh, I'll tell you what else I got Sunday. I got the Blenco glasses, which I paid entirely too much for. I got 2 cobalt blue Avon, they're called George and Martha, Washington, goblets. I got them for, I think I paid $1 a piece. I'm pretty sure it was $1. And I can't remember what they're worth, but it's a lot. But cobalt blue is huge. I got 2 of those. My one grandson found them. I think I'll give him the money when they sell. And then I got a whole bunch of Homer Laughlin glasses that have gold wheat leaves on them. The champagne, the sherry. And when I got home, I had a broken sherry in there. I took the box out of the back of my car and sat it on the ground, and I heard a and they smacked together. So what do we want on here? You know, it would be cute. No, that's red. One of her pockets. Pocket. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. It just hit me. Whoops. How about we call that upside down? Upside down, you turn. That's kind of pretty with that. I'm going to back this and turn it into a pocket real quick. And then go night-night. Night-night. Actually, I just need a piece about this wide. I'm just going to glue it down. as far as it'll go. That'll work. And then I'm just going to give it a little pocket. And then I'm going to say, good night, everybody. Let me know what you've been doing in the comments. How was your weekend? What are you working on? Sanity, probably. Goodness sakes, the hostages are free. Did anybody watch them coming home and me seeing their families? And I'll tell you, I'm going to glue this whole pointy thing down. That was incredible. I can't imagine as a mother knowing my son was in captivity for 2 years and to come out looking like they did, so thin and just terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I wish this had a little... I need to quit. There was a little bitty... this. Nope. She does have a lot... Oh, see, now one of these would be cute on there. I'll put that there. There's a lot of small things that'll work. That's cute. She's got a lot of cute little ads. This is from another kit. It's called something. Don't ask me what. I've forgotten. But we will have it in the bottom when you read the description. I will not fail you. I like this. Trim it down. I'm going to quit, guys. So what did we do? We did a flip out, a pocket. I'm going to turn this into just a little vintage postcards or something, I think it's called. What is it called? Christmas. I don't know what it's called. I'll look it up. Yeah, that's going to go there. I'll back that. And that's where that's going to go. I might cut one of these and put that on there. Actually, I'm going to, but I'm just not going to do it right now. That'll go there. And that's it for now, guys. I like that. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to say good night. Good night. Sweet dreams. I'm going to let this upload while I'm going to sleep. Actually, I don't go to sleep. I watch TV until I fall asleep. Does anybody else do that? Who watches TV at night in their bed? Anybody? I have to have it on. I just have to have it on. And then sometimes I wake up in the night and shut it off, but sometimes I already have it off and I turn it back on. Last night I was up at 2 o'clock until 3:30. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I just could not sleep. I was wide awake. I went to bed at 9 o'clock and then that's it. You go to bed at 9 o'clock, then you think at 2 o'clock in the morning that it should be morning. Where's the sun? Okay, guys. I'm back into it. This is making me happy. I didn't know I was this far in it. So I'm going to work on this tomorrow. I'm going to do my 50 stack challenge tomorrow. In the morning, I'm going to get up. I hope to get some more. I've got a whole pile over by the door I'm going to take to donation where I thrift. Some good stuff too. So they'll make some money off it. I've cleaned a closet. All right, guys. Sweet dreams. Love you all. Go check out the other crafters. Bye-bye.